Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back, everybody, to Vidstorical Films. And in this episode of Vidstorical Reviews, we're going to go over the Walt Disney Treasure Wave 7. And here they are, the 3 box sets. Now, continuing on from the previous episodes, I've been saying that we've been going into more obscure territories. In this case, we're going over different Donald shorts, different parts of Disney that probably aren't as common, but they are preserved here in these DVD box sets. Now here we have Wave 7. Now in this one there's only 3, so don't be despaired that there isn't a 4th one. Now the first one in this wave is actually, I would say, a more obscure and harder to grab box set, other than Zorro of course, but it is Donald Volume 3. Now this one I wasn't lucky to get. It was in that same lot with the other random box sets, including the Pluto Volume 2. But this one I have not seen before. So the later box sets I'm going to be showing you, I haven't watched them or I haven't gone through them. So this is another new one to see. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to start off with Donald Volume 3. You see it's green on the outside. Donald having an ice cream cone. Let's open it up. Inferior decorator. Open that up. Oh, look at that. Donald 1947 to 1950. Also 1947, 1950. Look at that. It says, Donald appeared in color in the Wise Little Hen before Mickey's color debut in the band concert. Oh, interesting. So here's the certificate. And here is the booklet. Walt. Little blurb. Chippendale. And there's Donald sporting a different hairstyle. But here it is. Definitely some of my favorite shorts are the ones he's with Chippendale, so I'm looking forward to see how many Chippendale shorts are in here. So let's go. Here's the first disc of Donald Volume 1. Let's go. I just wanted to start out with this. I didn't realize this trailer was here, but this is what really introduced me to the history of Pixar when I was first watching these shorts. Because around this time that this DVD came out, the Pixar Story documentary came out, and that's when I really got into learning anything I wanted to about animation and history. But but going back to the Walt Disney Treasures, Donald Volume 3, you can tell already it's newer because the first ones came out earlier 2000s, this one came more mid to later 2000s.
In mid-1947. And this disc includes some memorable cartoons featuring the irascible star.
Later Donalds. So we're gonna compare how Donald changed over the years. We didn't too far along go the Donald Volume 2. Here's the main menu, play all, chronologically, vault, bonus features. So let's go to chronological order. We have Straight Shooters, Sleepy Time Donald, Donald's Dilemma, Crazy with the Heat, Bootle Beetle, Wide Open Spaces, Chip and Dale. So we're going to start out with the first of this page, Straight Shooters. Oh god, I love that song. Okay. Oh, here's Huey, Dewey, and Louie making their comeback. But, oh my god. I just have to make a comment about that. I believe I watched this in the past, but... oh my gosh. That is so weird. Him going after his nephews in this. Okay. Moving right along to Chip and Dale. Let's see what we got. The same Amazing song. Oh, now this one I have seen. Okay. This was part of the Chip and Dale DVD collection they had separately. Again, I really wish that they had their own Walt Disney Treasure. Chip and Dale has such a unique part of Disney history. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so cute. See, there's sort of sound effects like that, and I wonder how they make. It sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a whoopee cushion a little bit. But always in the end, Chip and Dale beat Donald. They triumph over him. Second page, Dippy Donald, Daddy Duck, Donald's Dream Voice, The Trial of Donald Duck, Inferior Decorator, Soup's On. We're gonna go with Donald's Dream Voice. The same amazing song. Oh, and I saw in the cast Roy Williams. Was he the story person? Let me see. Most likely. Yep, story. Okay. So we'll see. Donald's amazing voice. Oh, is this the one that... I'm trying to remember. Okay. No, it's a different one. Okay, interesting. Let's move on to the last one. Soup's On. We got Donald. I always want to see the credits. Let's see. Okay. Different. Here we have the return of Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I haven't seen this short, but I wish there was more context I could give to that one. But when you guys purchase your own, you just enjoy the tribulations of Donald Duck from these. Let's go on to From the Vault. So what we've discussed before, most of the time when it has some kind of context that, of course, won't be replicated today, they always move them into this section of the DVD. Exactly. So let's see what we got here. So we got Clown of the Jungle, 3 for breakfast, tea for 200. 3 for breakfast. Is this the one? I think this is the Chip and Dale one, so let's see. Let's check this out. Yep. I remember loving this one. Let's see. Let's see what insensitivities they got in this one. No, this one, I love this one. This made me always want to have pancakes for dinner. I mean, for breakfast, not for dinner. For breakfast. Okay, there's a funny face here, I remember. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. It stays. It makes like a weird staying there. Ah, look at that. The drippage of the syrup. Even though the syrup is never that creamy. Now, how could one person eat that much pancakes? I cannot. There's too many. I can only eat like 2 at a time. Oh, that's funny. Ew. Oh yeah, rubber cement. He said, why would they have that in the kitchen? I mean, I guess. To fix something? I don't know. Oh, that's hilarious. All they want was some pancakes. Oh, I think it was this. This was the racial thing. And then they make fun of it there. I never really understood that. I guess they're just trying to say about their big hat, but again, it's weird that they will bring it randomly. Okay, so here we have tea for 200. Let's go over that real quick. I'm just curious to see if I've seen this one. Tea for 200. Beautiful backgrounds. Ants. Has anyone here seen Ants' face close up? What? It'll give you nightmares. Nightmare fuel. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu. Bonus features. The many faces of Donald Duck on Mickey Mouse Club. So let's check this out. Many faces of Donald Duck. Huh.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, it's our friend Jerry Beck. He has returned to discuss the history of... Oh, it's not only him. Okay. Oh, voice of Donald Duck. Everybody's own contribution to Donald Duck here, which is fantastic. Or their story to it. This is really cool. How much Donald Duck has evolved over the years, where have they put him in, including the films, as you saw there, Three Caballeros and Saludos Amigos. But as you've been seeing as our journey with looking over all these Walt Disney treasures, he has changed so much over the years. Donald Duck on the Mickey Mouse Club. Let's check this out.
One of the great lures for us kids who watch the Mickey Mouse Club every day was seeing what lied in store for Donald Duck.
Yes, because, again, people always love to bully little Donald Duck. Oh, there wasn't something on there? So we'll just go to galleries. Oh, they separate into cartoons, so we'll just go through this one real quick. Just drawings, storyboard sketches, these are always nice to look at. That's really cool. We'll just go back. Oh. That's just a little sample of what's there in the galleries. And we'll go main menu, and let's go on to the second disc. Here's the second disc of Donald Volume 3. Let's go. Have disc 2, main menu. Let's skip that and let's see what this have in stores.
Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin. Welcome to disc 2 of the Chronological Donald Volume 3. There's a certain irony to the fact that Donald Duck's great springboard to fame was stealing scenes from Mickey Mouse in the...
Which is true. I like Mickey Mouse cartoons, but there's something about the Donald Duck ones where I just find myself laughing even more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all of the Mickey Mouse cartoons. But every time Donald's there, it just gives an extra belly laugh. So here we're going to go to the chronological listing of the shorts. Sea Salts, Winter Storage, Honey Harvester, All in a Nutshell, The Greener Yard, Slide, Donald Slides. And all these are 1949. Again, the amazing song. Oh, I don't think I've seen this one. I have not seen this one. Okay. Huh, interesting. It doesn't appear that he is in that much battle against the bug. So that's a taste of that. We'll check out Slide, Donald Slide. I don't know if I saw somewhere that somebody said that the quality of these shorts aren't that great. I find them amazing considering they're DVDs and not Blu-rays. I mean, at least me. I've seen extremely grainy DVDs and these are not grainy. So that's why I appreciate them much more. This bee looks like from another short. I don't know why. Isn't it kind of interesting how many different kinds of houses Donald has? I don't know. They never keep it consistent, honestly. Toy Tinkers, Lying Around, Crazy Over Daisy, Trailer Horn, Hook, Lion, and Sinker Out on a Limb. Let's check out Crazy Over Daisy. That's somebody else that didn't do a Walt Disney Treasure for Daisy. I'm not sure if they made too many just Daisy shorts. I would have to look into that. Oh, look, there's Chip and Dale in this one. I'm surprised it's not considered a Chip and Dale short. But let's see. Our Daisy Duck. Huh. She has like a big wad of hair on there. Interesting. Oh! Chip and Dale messed up for Donald. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's weird. Did you guys saw that, right? It literally skipped. It went back. Okay, let's go out on a limb. The last short in this section. There might be more out of the vault we're gonna see. Oh, this one I have seen. This one's a really good one. Of course, Chippendale. I like their chemistry the most. Chippendale and Donald Duck. They're my favorite. That's funny. Oh, but even just the coloring, look at the trees. There's no such thing as pure black, as what I was told in art school. You have to use purple. There's something satisfying on the way he chews that acorn. I guess the sound effects and just the way he... Oh, this one. He's using it. Look at this. How does he not know it's not acorn? The little diamonds in the eyes. Okay, that rock is was a lot smaller than that. Oh my gosh, hilarious, hilarious. Chopped up of ears. God, I remember watching that one as a kid. I loved it. Okay, let's see from the vault.
Being responsible adults.
Yep, these are the ones. Okay. Let's see if we can find them here. Donald's happy birthday, be at the beach. Let's just go through Donald's happy birthday. Just because Donald is pointing at it on the menu screen. Oh, okay. So let's see. Did it say March 13th? Is that what it said? Let's see. Well, is it actually his birthday? We would have to check if that was his first appearance. So here's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Trying to make... Oh. I wonder if it's because they were smoking. I've never seen that short before too. But you guys can let me know in the comments. So let's go to the bonus features. Here we got Sculpting Donald Duck on the Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, we'll see that right now because that's... The other one didn't have it.
Disney's classic cartoon characters were created in the era of cell animation.
I wonder what would happen if they used too much paint. Would it be overrunning the cells?
For Disney Imagine.
My gosh, I have seen some of those maquettes in person, and they are quite amazing. Oh look.
Which is a bit elongated and obviously realistic, and then from there, I'll start to go. Well, how can I capture some of?
I love how wet that pencil feels. Oh, look at that.
In shapes. And a little bit of costume.
Oh. It's all about the round shapes. And the big paper too, because I think when you're drawing on a tiny paper with a tiny pen, you can't get all the shapes you want. Oh, look at the maquette.
Still putting some clay on here, and I'm using polyform clay, which is a polyester-based clay known as Sculpey.
I did that when I did stop motion. Not like with that kind of clay, but
everything. I gravitated to the arts, and he saw that, and he started training me and teaching.
And they still do sculpting like that to this day to help scan that kind of image into the computer so they know how to make it look like, oh.
Let's see. That you could all do too. Yeah.
Do you see that? The one that they use in Disneyland. Amazing. So let's go Donald Duck on the Mickey Mouse Club. Let's see if they actually did. Let's see.
One of the great lures for us kids.
Why did they not add it, or is it just literally like that little thing? I'm gonna look at it again, but I'm not gonna fess. Okay, that's a strange. I don't know if it's just a Leonard Maltin talking about it, but let's do the last one this time. So here, again, drawing. Ooh, look at this one. That's so precious. Chip and Dale. Okay, let's go back to bonus features. See if we missed anything else. That was strange. And that concludes Donald Duck Volume 3, Disc 2. The next one I'm actually proud to present because it was actually the first box set I've ever seen or watched in my life. And it is The Adventures of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Now, this one, it holds a special place in my heart because when I first discovered Oswald, I was still in elementary school going into middle school. So this was before Disney got Oswald back. And when I went to school, people didn't even know who Oswald was. Now he's, I guess, getting to the territory of a bit overrated because now he's in California Adventure. You see him in the video games. But when I got introduced to Oswald, he was nowhere to be seen. It was around the time that I think they were planning the deal on Oswald, getting him back from Universal to Disney's hands again. But I remember buying this, I still have it to this day. I had a frame of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And I got that when they still had Disney stores. And that was one of the first tastes of Oswald. And then, as I told you with the Disney rarities, this was the other box set that was there. So this is actually the first one I checked out. I didn't want to reveal it earlier. But the other one I checked out, the Disney rarities, I had kind of both around the same time because I wanted to renew this one. But I learned that my favorite actor, Mickey Rooney, actually voiced Oswald for a short amount of time after Disney worked on it. So this was a character before Mickey Mouse, as all of you guys know. And there's a huge difference of quality from the Oswald shorts from when Walt was over with them versus when he was kicked off the show. And so this one, it only has the Disney ones, it doesn't have the later ones. But this one is pretty cool because, I don't know if you guys see, this is the only box set that's in gold. So I am not quite sure why they wanted to single out this one, but it does make it a unique collection, and this one is actually a little more common to get, so make sure you grab your copies and let's go check this one out. Now here we have Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, the only one in gold. Not sure why, but definitely does stand out. So here's Oswald in all of his glory. This is when Disney had the shorts, because after Universal took it away, they kept continuing Oswald. And every iteration they made of Oswald, it just depreciated in quality. So this one is the best of the Oswalds. And for those who don't know, my favorite actor, Mickey Rooney, he eventually voiced Oswald in some cartoons, which I find an amazing little piece of trivia. So here we have the shorts. Now this one was also early on a childhood staple of mine. I remember checking out the library and just loving Oswald. And I became obsessed with Oswald before he became popular. This was even before the Epic Mickey game came out. So you could only imagine how obscure at the time Oswald was. It was also around the time when they were getting him back and everything. So when you're looking for this collection, make sure to try to find this pin. Just to have something a little extra. I mean, it's just like a regular pin. Nothing special about it, but it completes the collection. So here's a little tiny storyboard looking thing with Petunia. Oswald was the first Disney character licensed to merchandisers. The floppy-eared rabbit appeared on candy bars, a stencil set, and pinned back button. So I wonder if this button is kind of like for them to show what kind of merchandising it did. So here's a certificate. Oh, look at that. Even the booklet's gold. Probably because they never really released these before. Early Oswald. See? Charlie Troubles. All early stuff. 20s. Disc 2. Look at that. After Oswald, plain crazy. And this one is special because look, It has the Leslie Iwerks documentary, The Hand Behind the Mouse, the Iwerks story. That is I highly recommend that documentary and anything that Leslie Iwerks does. A dream to make documentaries along with her. But let's go check out one of my childhood DVD sets, shall we? Here's the amazing Oswald Disc 1. Let's check this out. Here we have one of my favorite treasures, Oswald Disc 1.
Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin, and welcome to Disc 1 of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Until recently, I wouldn't have been able to make that simple statement, because the Disney company didn't own these cartoon stories.
Nope.
When Walt lost the rights to his only starring character in a bit of double dealing, he learned a valuable lesson about owning whatever he created from that day on. But as you'll see in a documentary short made by Leslie Iwerks, what seemed like a body blow at the time
That's
led to the birth
one
of
of my
Mickey Mouse.
favoriteest things on this
You'll also
entire
learn how the Disney
disc.
company
They
finally
have
reclaimed
the
Oswald cartoon
complete
more than 80
documentary
years
about
after they
Leslie Iwerks
Disney
talking
has
about
the best
her
track record in
grandfather.
Hollywood for taking care of its films.
That's something that I love about this treasure set. They're exploring the history of Oswald a little bit. Cartoon selection. So here we have Trolley Troubles, Oh Teacher, Great Guns, The Mechanical Cow, The Ocean Hop, All Wet. This was actually the first Walt Disney treasure that I checked out at the library. I think what got me was not only because it was the Walt Disney treasure, right? But I was becoming obsessed with Mickey Rooney at the time. That's when I was first getting into all these classic films. And I learned that Mickey Rooney voiced Oswald after they took it away from Walt Disney, or around the time. So I was wanting to see if those were included, but they were not included. Just certain shorts. I just found it amazing around the time when I did check this out that they were starting to release some Oswald things. I have this Oswald canvas that I remember when they released it. It was around the time that they had just claimed Oswald. All Wet. And also for those who have seen later iterations, it's a different looking girlfriend or potential mate of Oswald. For those who've seen the later Oswald shorts, he definitely looks kind of odd. It doesn't look like Oswald anymore. It's only when Disney had it is when he looked more like the Oswald we know and love. So on the second page we have Rival Romeos, Bright Lights, Ozzy of the Mounted, Oh What a Night, Skyscrapers, or Scrappers, The Fox Chase, Tall Timber. So if you guys feel that I'm a little bit all over the place, it's just because I'm just in awe of actually owning this. This is something that I had first seen since I was a kid. So the fact I'm able to review it a little bit and go over it with you guys, even ever so slightly, because I know I'm not supposed to show too much or get copyright stricken, but just for review purposes only, commentary only. I just want to give you guys a taste of what I saw when I was a kid, so you guys can get your own copy. So here's Tall Timber. I'm just going to go through that. But what I find really cool about all these Oswald shorts is that Disney was in their in-between period. They're still doing the rubbery animation that they were known for in the 20s. Like early to mid-20s. But you can tell that Oswald looked different than most other cartoons. And you can see where Mickey Mouse got his genesis from. He's basically the same body shape except with the long ears. And a little more designed shoes and things like that. But this is all silent films. Hence 28. This is before the sounds. So we're going to go back to the main menu here. Let's see what we got in the bonus features. Oswald Comes Home, audio commentary, Sagebrush Sadie, and galleries. So let's see what's in this one. Oswald comes up. Oh, so here's a documentary of how they got Oswald back.
Walt had a lot of ideas that were not fulfilled when he died in 1966.
Oswald's probably one of them that he wanted.
But certainly Walt enough.
That's his dad. From near Los Feliz area, for those who don't know. In the future, I'm going to be making a video about early Walt Disney Los Angeles homes and locations. But yeah, here's a documentary about where Oswald came from, the whole unfortunate story of what happened, talking about the cartoons.
In the 20s. And in Oh What a Night, which is one of the best Oswalds, I think. And
Yep.
I think iWorks animated this sequence. He's fighting off the villain in a sword fight. And every once in a while, he just interrupts his sword play to go in the...
See, that's breaking the fourth wall. That's what Oswald did a lot in his shorts. But a lot of times when whatever films come out in the day, they use that as inspiration to make references, still to this day with their cartoons and films. But there you see how Oswald evolving. Talk about iWorks, meeting Mickey Mouse. A story of how they connected Oswald to Mickey Mouse for the sake of needing to create another star character. But I love learning anything about animation history. That's why it's important. So here I'm just curious to see what this Sagebrush Sadie fragment is.
You're about to see two original scenes from the 1928 Oswald cartoon Sagebrush Sadie.
Probably incomplete. Okay, that makes total sense. And then galleries, self-explanatory. A gallery of various Oswald things. Oh, look at that. This is actually a newspaper, Universal Weekly, because it was owned by Universal. Universal Shorts. Oh, look at that. Look what it says there. This is the front of the Criterion Theater, Los Angeles, with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit sharing the lights with John Gilbert and gretagarbo. The Criterion is a late-run house, but it got Oswald first. Oh, imagine being co-billed with such giants as them. So that's really cool. Not a lot you get to see. I like this actually more. Ooh, more advertisements about Oswald, as you see here. 1928. Okay, that's really cool. Going back to the main menu. And let's move on to the second disc. Here is disc 2 of the amazing Oswald collection. Let's see this. We have disc 2, intro to it. So let's check out what Leonard Maltin has to say about disc 2.
I'm Leonard Maltin, and I'm proud to introduce a feature-length documentary film about an unsung hero, Walt Disney's friend and comrade from Kansas City, Ike.
Yes. For those who haven't seen it, there's a movie called Walt Before Mickey. I would highly recommend it. It's not made by the Disney company, but I feel that it does represent well all the feelings and everything Walt was going through before creating Mickey Mouse and starting up. I would say this, I feel the best part about that film is the guy that plays Up iWorks, because to me he looks like him and he did a fantastic job playing him. So here we have the hand behind the mouse, the work of Up iWorks. They're just celebrating the work of Up iWorks. This is amazing, because I feel he's, as he was saying there, he's the unsung hero. So that's just for the sake of this Walt Disney Treasure itself. I would just even get it just to get this documentary. And here, I'm just going to go through you, just spout out little points here. He was the founder of the Disney Archives. Amazing. Dave Smith, yes. Idol. So here we have photos, everything. Oh, that he makes his own appearance there too. All the early days of him working with Walt Disney, his life during Walt Disney, There's the garage
recuperating from a war illness at the
that they worked out of when Walt moved out to California. Showing a picture of Charlie Chaplin. Accent it. Showing what was going on in the early 20s. Founders of United Artists. Los Feliz area. The Alice comedies. They moved out to West for that. There we have Oswald. Margaret Winkler, who believed in them. Moving over to and out of Universal because they were unfortunately taken away. Showing the early days of the studios, Steamboat Willie, the success of that. Their whole drawing influence. Without Ub Iwerks, there wouldn't be Mickey Mouse. Helped design it, everything. So I should actually probably stop. Oh, actually, Chuck Jones. That's right, because he moved over to do Flip the Frog.
Right. Yep.
Which I don't think it was that successful, but definitely unique. This is my dream, actually. Oh, there's Will Hayes for the Hayes Code. This is actually my dream to work on documentaries like this, along with filmmakers like Leslie Iwerks. So if you're hearing out there, I would love to work for your company. I'm extremely passionate about making documentaries, as you guys see on my channel. I love going over history, I love doing with my channel, and also giving voices to those that people don't know much about. Later he became a special effects artist. That's right, Ub Iwerks. There you saw with
Inventions have forever changed the
Yep.
way the world sees itself.
Yep. And later he went back to work for Disney because of, unfortunately, different phases of his career that wasn't exactly profitable, like with Flip the Frog. Did I just see that correctly? I think I did. Narrated by Kelsey Grammer. Wow. Now I have to hear him a little bit. I don't think I heard him much. That's a montage. Go back a little bit.
Wrapping. You can make animation truly three-dimensional.
Amazing.
Probably could have done something.
Anyway, the first time when I watched this doc, it gave me the vibes of the Pixar Story, which is one of my favorite documentaries ever in the entire world. So I highly recommend this treasure just for that documentary. Leslie Iwerks, such an amazing documentary filmmaker. The work of Ub Iwerks. Comparing and contrasting drawing skills. Yep, way more rubbery and way more cartoony. Hilarious. And after, there's Plain Crazy, Steamboat Willie, Skeleton Dance. And of course, all of us know the Skeleton Dance. It made Silly Symphonies famous, its own thing. A nice comparison. I just wish they added different cartoons that weren't already shown in the other sets, but, you know, they do what they can. And that concludes Oswald Disc 2. Now the last one in this wave is one I actually watched one time throughout just to kind of check it out, but I'm still getting a refresher to be with you guys. And it is called Disneyland Secrets, Stories, and Magic. And as you see, there's the partner statue from Disneyland. This one, it kind of has the mini documentaries you've kind of seen on probably on YouTube or other documentaries of Disneyland, but they kind of encompass them in this one collection so you can watch. And there's actually a little nice treat inside where I'm going to show you guys right now. This one is a little on the harder side to get, but it's been easier lately. But let's go check it out, shall we? Last but not least, we have Disneyland Secrets, Stories, and Magic. The partner statue. Beautiful. And again, this is another one that also is corroded on the side that I hope to one day replace. So, it's not normally like that, people. Don't think they are. I mean, that's why a lot of people sell them for cheaper, right? Disney Movie Rewards. Ah, now this is a gorgeous set. Look at this. So you have the Disneyland Castle, partner statue. But look at this. It has a replica ticket to show you how the ticket system used to be back then before they got general admission. So basically, you had to buy this ticket book, and you had a certain amount of tickets of which rides you could go to. And in this case, e-ticket was generally the best. So it's right here. It says, so for souvenir purposes only, not valid for theme park admission, no cash value. So imagine if I would use it and try to fool them and thinking that, hey, I still have this from the original times you guys sold these, and they won't accept it. So anyways, so as you see, here's the A ticket, B ticket, C ticket, D, and E. This is a little checklist of which rides to go to. Now, this is one of the things that I actually prefer Disneyland not to have, because imagine you only had one chance to take the ride that one day, and you had to buy another ticket to go to that same ride again. Now you could go to that ride how many ever times you want to go to. Now here's a little art for it. The design of Sleeping Beauty Castle was inspired by several medieval-style European palaces, but mostly Neuschwanstein Castle, built by Mad King Ludwig II of Bavaria. Oh my gosh. Can I not read? There you go. Here's a certificate. Let's check out the booklet. Go. Teacup, right? Look at that cool stuff. Building Walt's Dream. Disneyland under construction. Ugh. If you guys have not seen that footage of the time lapse of them building Disneyland, I highly, highly recommend. So let's check out this amazing Disneyland collection. I love anything the history of Disneyland, just why they make certain rides, the stories behind them and everything. So it's my great privilege to show you guys. So let's go. Here is Disneyland Secrets, Stories, and Magic Disc 1. Let's go. We have the Disney Secrets Disc 1. Let's see what we have in store. I've actually watched most of this one already, but this one's a really cool one to check out.
And welcome to Disc 1 of this special tribute to Disneyland. You're about to see a brand new documentary about the past, present, and future of the happiest place on earth. It's full of interesting facts.
Oh my goodness.
That recount the incredible story of how the park in Anaheim, California came to life.
Anything to do with Disneyland history, I am a sucker for. Everything about it. So here we have Disneyland Secrets, Stories, and Magic, one of the happiest place on earth. Wonderful World of Disneyland trivia game, People and Places, Disneyland USA. So let's see this amazing doc out. I'm going to give you a taste of it.
Disneyland was predicted to be Walt's fault.
So here we have amazing people talking about Disneyland, what it means to them. Early people. And of course, people who were there to bring the story to life. So here's just a documentary about... I'm just gonna go through faster. Oh.
The train.
Amazing. Tony Baxter. And of course them shooting on location at Disneyland. Little stories talking about various attractions at Disneyland. How they started up. Tiki Room, of course. Carousel of Progress. But this one I like how it goes more in depth into various facets of the Disneyland park. And they talk about Walt Disney right here, of course Diane Disney Miller. This kind of reminds me of the documentary that came out on Disney Plus talking about the Imagineering story. Kind of going into detail a little bit of each attraction and where it started, how it continues. But I just feel that the innovation that was Disneyland in some sense is kind of lacking these days. I don't know. I just feel that they're just more on using IPs rather than original ideas, and that's what made Disneyland special. That's what made it different than everybody else. Because a lot of times we remember the most the rides that are not IPs. So here we have Wonderful World of Disneyland trivia game. I don't remember actually clicking on this one, so we're gonna see. Play beginner. Okay, we'll play a little bit of this. Not too long though. We'll see.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Disneyland trivia game. It's time to test
Oh
your
darn,
knowledge of the
we can't
Magic
skip
Kingdom
this one.
and all of its exciting lands and attractions. Here's how we...
Darn. Okay. So let's see that. Ugh, trying to skip it a little bit. So let's see. Let me click. Well, as you're trying, I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see. So, can I click on it now? Let's see. Take it off. Oh. There you go. Okay. So let's start out with Fantasyland. One of the most iconic parts. Let's see what we got.
Fantasyland is dedicated to those who...
Darn. Okay. Fast forward. Using old and new clips. Okay. The murals of King Arthur Carousel depict which story? Ooh. Shoot. Okay, let's try this together. Sleeping Beauty.
You're correct.
Yes.
You may now select another land.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more, but you can see how could be a treat for anybody who has this DVD, right? So let's go to Tomorrowland. Anybody who loves Space Mountain, definitely go to it at night. They always try to speed it up. Okay. Which of these is not a name of an Autotopia car? Oh, crud. Okay. Sparky, Dusty, Susie, Herbie. Okay, why am I gonna guess it's Herbie? Let me see. Hey! Okay.
That's correct. There's no turning back now. Select another land.
Okay. Okay. But you kind of see the gist of it. That's kind of fun. So, actually, let's go to this one. New Orleans Square. And you guys need to comment what the answer is in the comment section. So let's see what it is. Which country's flag does not fly over New Orleans Square? United States, United Kingdom, France, Spain. Ooh. Okay. Let's go with... Ah!
Sorry, incorrect answer.
I got it wrong!
On
Okay.
Main Street.
Okay. Well, I was gonna quit it anyways.
Main Street,
Let's see. People, places, Disneyland, USA. What is this? Okay, play feature. Let's see what this is. Ah, it's a film. Oh, that is very nice. Okay. Oh, now this is cool. Seeing all this vintage footage of Disneyland. This is the best. How it looked like, how much things have changed, how much they remain the same. Oh, let's see. Actually, I want to make a comment about something. Look at that! Rudolph Valentino and Vilma Benke, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They don't do that. They should add the classic film there to keep reintroducing it to people. I also would see some pictures of Phantom of the Opera get up, like Keystone Cops. They just try to erase that part of history, which they should introduce, you know? Unless kids are actively introduced this stuff by older generations, people are they're gonna make them forget about it, and I wouldn't want that. Especially at Disneyland. Come on now, Rudolph Valentino putting that for kids? They're gonna read the name and like, oh, who is that? They're gonna search him up. That's what they're gonna do. Is it me or does the water look very green in Jungle Cruise? But look how open it looks. It's so different. I don't know. I feel like it's more a more homey feel. Now it's, I don't know. It's just changed a lot from all the footage and pictures I've seen, and also what friends have told me. So that was the end of the first disc. Let's move on to the second one. Disneyland Secrets, Disc 2. Let's go. Disc 2, Disneyland Secrets. Now let's see what we got here.
Hello, and welcome to Disc 2 of our Disneyland extravaganza.
Hello, Leonard Maltin. Golden Horseshoe Review. Ooh, more classic Disneyland videos. That's what we got. Operation Disneyland, the Golden Horseshoe Review. Disneyland goes to the World's Fair. Disneyland around the seasons. Now let's see Operation Disneyland. So this is definitely an early day Disneyland footage, kind of showing how it would look like, setting up cameras. Oh, must be when they were setting up for the first day and kind of planning it out. Make sure all the cameras are set up when they need to be set up. Watching the first day footage looks fun, but I know some of it was definitely kind of rough. So that was that one. Let's see the Golden Horseshoe Review. That would be really cool to see. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but do they still continue shows there at the Golden Horseshoe Review? I've never seen one. One time I was just trying to get a picture of one of the steps, like sitting on the steps, and there was somebody who said, I can't take a picture there, but it's not like I was getting right on the stage. I was literally just getting on the steps. But this is what true vaudeville is. There's the Annette. Oh, look at Edwin. Okay, this is definitely scripted, but it's still cool nonetheless. Edwin, definitely a Disney staple. I mean, he was just an entertainment giant. One of the first episodes of The Twilight Zone. Oh, there's Annette, their famous song. A lot of people would have loved that Annette clip. If only she still would perform there regularly, but definitely this is just for TV purposes. How many times have you guys eaten it actually inside the Golden Horseshoe? I actually like eating the top balcony. The top balcony is pretty nice. And they brought back those vintage looking popcorn buckets. Disneyland goes to the World's Fair. Oh wow, look at those dinosaurs. Wonderful World of Color. Huh. Those dinosaur hits. Again, showing the amazing history, as Walt Disney does with these programs.
We've seen only still pictures because at that time, motion pictures had to be perfected.
With the wonderful blue sweater. You know what I just wondered? I wonder where is that blue sweater? I wonder if his family owns it or it's in the Disney Family Museum. But just seeing all these amazing animatronics. Perfection. And these are the kind of things I wish Disneyland would utilize more rather than mirror screens. It's just not as believable. These are much better. And just think about it, they had just 1960s technology which can easily be perfected today. But it's just not utilized. Huh.
Toby's a real ham about appearing on television.
Aww. He's my favorite dwarf, Dopey. But that's the reason why I need to go to the World's Fair, to promote more work, to get more funding and sponsorship for his future attractions. Very smart business move. Just like how sponsorships are for YouTube. You're doing free content, showing somebody free, somebody likes your stuff, and they want to pay for you to continue doing your stuff. So here is another World of Color program. Ooh. Flying saucers. Oh my gosh. One of my dearest friends told me a hilarious story about that. So, I don't know if you guys remember about in Cars Land in California Adventure, there was this ride called Luigi's Tires or something like that. Well, Flying Saucers was basically the genesis of that ride. A very clunky, self-moving vehicle. You were only able to move it yourself. It was hard to move around, hard to manage, and a lot of times, if you weren't even that big, if you didn't even weigh a lot, you wouldn't be able to move around your boat that well. You had to rely on the heaviness of other people. Aww. There's hardly anything in Winnie the Pooh at Disneyland. That's ridiculous. And Winnie the Pooh is one of the biggest characters that they have. I just don't understand why they don't utilize Winnie the Pooh. One little kid ride, that's it. I would have made that entire area Winnie the Pooh if I had the choice. I love Winnie the Pooh. Cute, dopey Alice in Wonderland. A lot of the older characters that they just don't bring anymore. People look like a Christmas tree. Oh, but that was a lovely episode. I love that. So let's see. Bonus features. Building Walt's Dream. Disneyland under construction. Ooh, I think I know what this is. Is this time-lapse footage? Yes. Showing clips of it before and after. Oh, it's amazing.
Regulations that, are in modern construction.
And of course, the amazing Tony Baxter talking and giving commentary. This is simply ground. I love this. This is amazing. Just how quickly they constructed everything, how well built it was. Obviously, because of earthquakes, they have to update things that they made in the 50s. But just look at the craftsmanship of everything. It's just simply amazing. Look at the castle. I bet that's the best thing people want to look at. But even this time lapse just simply is not justified. It looks much better in person. Oh my god. I just wonder where they put the camera, honestly. And a lot of those pieces are actually gone, like the Chicken of the Sea ship, I always like to call it. Oh, and all those trees there, they're just now overgrown. But I honestly like the overgrown look much better than when they just planted it look. Considering that a lot of those trees are... Some of those trees are actually very older, They're not newly planted trees. They transferred them over from guy who owned the land to begin with. So, nice tribute to him. Now let's go move on to the gallery we have here. and classic Disneyland maps. Why wouldn't you want to see that? So just a taste for that. But that's why this one has to be one of my favorite Walt Disney treasures, and I highly recommend all of you to get it. Now here we have the price breakdown for these. Now for Donald Volume 3, just like Pluto Volume 2, it's been escalating in value. I'm not sure why, but luckily I was able to get this with the lot that I was explained to you guys about, so I didn't have to fight tooth and nail to get it. I would say it goes around for $70, maybe. I haven't been looking for it lately. Oswald, luckily, it's on the cheaper end. They probably mass-produced this one. Around $30, I would say. People sell this one all the time, even brand new, so I wouldn't worry about this one. This one, it's half and half. I've seen it on the cheaper end, but this one is definitely more of the pricier end. My bad. Around $40 to $50. But luckily, because I got it corroded, I was able to get it for a little cheaper. I think I got it for like $30-some. But I would definitely recommend, especially these. I mean, I recommend all of them, but these definitely, if you want to start off with the extreme history portion of general everything. Whew. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching with me. It was such a pleasure going through them, as I hope it was for you guys to watch it. I just cannot believe that Disney is discontinuing DVDs as a whole. And the fact that there could have been so much more to be done with this Treasures series, it blows my mind every time. But I hope you guys decide to get your own copies before they become astronomically priced in the black market, or in the second-hand market rather. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me out. I've been definitely benefiting from you guys' support, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys join me in the next episode, and thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.